Hi everybody. In this quiet drawing practice, I shade a simple flower from dark to light, letting the form appear slowly through soft transitions and gentle pressure control. This is a peaceful session meant to help you settle your mind, slow your breathing, and slip into flow as you draw. Whether you're new to shading or returning to the basics with fresh eyes, this practice offers a calm space to reconnect with your pencil and your presence. Once you find a photograph that speaks to you, the real work begins. Not the shading, not yet. The real work is deciding to be present. The real work is deciding to be here. To let the world fall away, even if for just a few minutes, maybe stretched to a half hour, and give your attention to something small and beautiful. When I start shading, I'm not thinking about perfection. I'm thinking about transitions. How the dark slowly becomes light. How the form rises out of nothing. Shading is just pressure control. It's your brain learning to trust your hand, and your hand learning to trust the pencil. People think shading is hard because they try to do it fast. But shading is a conversation. You lay down a value, the drawing responds, and you adjust. This is where flow begins, not with intensity, but with attention. When you're not checking your phone, not worrying about the next thing, not judging yourself, just noticing. Notice how the shadow curves around the petal. Notice how the light softens as it moves onward. Notice how your breathing slows when you stop trying to get it right and start letting it happen. Flow isn't a mystical state reserved for athletes or geniuses. It's simply what happens when your challenge matches your skill and your attention is fully present. Your attention is fully here. Shading a flower is the perfect doorway into that. The task is small, but it asks for honesty. It asks you to see what is actually there, not what you assume is there. And somewhere in these tiny little transitions, dark to light, pressure to release, you start to disappear into the work. That's the moment I love. That's the moment I try to teach to my high school students. The moment when the drawing stops being a drawing and becomes a place to rest. And when you step back at the end, you realize something important. You didn't just make a flower look real. You made yourself present enough to see it. If you'd like more drawing practices, reflections on teaching art, and behind-the-scenes chapters from my book, I will be sharing them all on Substack, a calm space for artists, teachers, and anyone who wants to slow down and reconnect with their creativity.